Liverpool could increase its transfer budget as the £8 billion wealthy owner steps in. Liverpool may welcome an imminent cash injection if Qatar Sports Investments agrees to a stake or takeover with the club. The group is said to be considering such a deal with Premier League clubs like the Reds and Manchester United, following talks between rivals Tottenham and the £8 billion wealthy Nasser Al Khelaifi. Nasser Al Khelaifi, chairman of Qatar Sports Investments, recently had discussions with Tottenham Hotspur chairman Daniel Levy about a possible acquisition of a stake in the London-based club, according to a person familiar with the meeting. Qatar Sports Investments is also considering both a full takeover and a stake in its competitors, including Manchester United or Liverpool. However, whether such a deal would appeal to the club's morally conscious core is another matter entirely, given the links with the Qatari government. Of course, we can appreciate the adage, there is no such thing as a good billionaire. But there are different levels occupied by various owners, and few fans would be willing to associate Liverpool's brand with a regime that continues to tackle human rights abuses. But in light of the ongoing challenges on the ground, there is a clear need to invest in staff, especially in the near future. But we imagine few would be ready to see the club sell their souls in the process of finding their footing again. Until further developments emerge, it looks like any further pressure on the market will have to come from the more severe pressure being placed on the FSG before the window closes. The fluctuation in the team came to the fore especially after the club put the shares of the club up for sale about 2 months ago. Klopp also seems to have been affected by the subsequent resignation of Julian before the resignation at the end of the season and Mike Gordon's departure from a position where he will negotiate the sale of the club. FSG spent less on transfer budgets than their rivals during their term, but recently the club has been in the league top race. Many fans give Klopp the lion's share of this success because he has managed to do extraordinary work with low budgets. But now the expectation is that bigger transfer budgets are presented to the German manager and he can deal with the opponents. When FSG first made a statement, it was said that he would completely hand over the club, but recently it is claimed that this was a partial sale. Qatar Sports Investments' involvement in the talks may lead to a change of mind, but it should be remembered that in any case cash flow can be provided for the Reds' transfer budget. Especially in a season when a major overhaul is needed, getting such hot money into the club is very important to get things right and to take a place in the race to the top again. Liverpool are interested in Yunus Musah. Liverpool are looking for a young, exciting talent to get the club back on their winning path this January and may be ready to make a move in the coming weeks. According to reports from Spain, Reds boss Jürgen Klopp is among the fans of Valencia's American star Yunus Musah, and the German manager wants Liverpool to bring him back to England. Indeed, the midfielder has given impressive performances for both club and country since being released from Arsenal's academy at the age of just 16. Failing to make a senior appearance for the Gunners, the 20-year-old maestro signed for the current Spanish team in 2019. He has since made 84 appearances, scoring 5 goals and providing 3 assists. Valencia was contacted regarding availability, with Liverpool registering their interest in the American last month. A move could happen in the coming weeks, but a stumbling block could occur in the player's reported £86 million release clause. Musah won acclaim for his performance at the 2022 World Cup in Qatar and dictated the game for America despite his sensitive years and inexperience at a major international tournament. He completed 87% of his passes and made 0.8 key plays per start, impressive as he showcased his confidence and ball play, according to SofaScore. His hard-working nature was showcased with 2 fights and 0.5 interceptions per game. He also won ownership once per game. Liverpool are struggling with form, while they are 6th in the Premier League with just 28 points from 17 games. Lacking stability and vitality from the ground up, and to give some life to the rundown Anfield ranks, an exciting young starlet like Musah can get everyone excited again. His tendency to rise forward and make positive maneuvers is a striking element to his game. Klopp has features to lick his lips while considering the skills he will use within his system. According to FBref, he is in the top 6% of midfielders for dribbles completed in Europe's top 5 leagues, the top 11% for progressive passes and the top 21% for touchdowns in the opponent's penalty area. This shows that his presence on the field remains in the dangerous zone for his opponents. His talents can combine wonderfully with those of Mohamed Salah. A direct sharp approach from the right flank can create rings of fire around the defenders as both phenomena enter the field and fire with a multi-pronged approach. Compared to offensive midfielders and wingers last year, Salah ranks between 1% for touchdowns and 2% for progressive passes in the opponent's penalty area. Scoring 173 goals for Liverpool and providing 69 assists since coming from Roma for £34 million in 2017, Salah was nothing short of a superstar, and his all-encompassing aura could explode Musah as the dynamic duo unleashes plenty of goals and assists. Musah's national team head coach Greg Berhalter once praised his genius for his crazy abilities and his work as a binder for his team. While Klopp needs new vitality in the team, Musah may be the man to lead from the centre for years to come. Liverpool are now keeping an eye on the £44 million star. Liverpool follow the progress of Matheus Nunes. Jones doubts there will be any space for the Reds to sign him this month. According to the Telegraph, Liverpool is exploring a deal to acquire Nunez that could be worth around £44 million. He claims that if the debut does happen, the 24-year-old will be expected to move to Anfield at the end of this season. In August, Mail Online reported that Liverpool had withdrawn from the race to sign Nunez while at Sporting Lisbon, giving the Wolves the opportunity to catch him. Yet it seems that their interest in him never really faded. While Liverpool chose not to follow Nunez for any reason, Jones said he was shortlisted. There really won't be any scope to sign Matheus Nunes in this market. They wanted him in the summer. That's right. They always plan to monitor his progress. This is ongoing, the journalist said. As Jones hinted, it's unlikely that Nunes will be joining Jürgen Klopp's cast in January. We can say that Matheus is our player. He's a Wolves player and he's very happy here, Wolves manager Julian Lopetegui said recently. The player himself also seems determined to improve at the club and show Molino what he can do after a slow start in England. I put more pressure on myself because I want to be the best, but I don't think I'm doing enough, the Portuguese international said. I have a hunger to get where I want to be now. I want to be better than I have been in the last 6 months, and I think the first 6 months of 2023 will be better for me individually. I have that in mind and I'm sure I'll show it. Ultimately, it looks like Nunes will stay with the Wolves for now. However, what will happen in the next transfer window is eagerly awaited.